You're the main character of your life, right? We can agree on that. That you are watching this video with your own eyes, you are listening to this video with your own ears, and you are taking in the world around you moment by moment, every single moment that you are alive. Okay, cool. So you are living your story, and I am living mine. Now that we've established that, I want to talk about character arcs, the things that make up your origin story and the person you will become. What are character arcs? To me, character arcs are periods of time that are unique to each other, that each encompass their own overarching theme. So for example, you might have a goth era in high school, right? And then you get out of high school and you go full self-improvement mode and you become this stoic, strong, masculine male, or this spiritually in tune feminine female. And then you start a business, so you enter your entrepreneur character arc. And then you realize money is a psyop. So you drop everything and become a hippie, buy a van, and you only sleep in national parks and work odd jobs in hostels, right? These are different character arcs that you would go through as a human being that would shape your identity. They're all important in our development as a person. And the cool thing is that every single person, you and me and everyone around you, goes through a hyper unique series of character arcs that mold and shape their identity. And I've been doing my best not to fight these character arcs and these changes in my life, but it's been really tricky when you have hyper-specific hopes and dreams for your future. For example, 3 months ago, I would have told you that I have my entire life figured out. I was going to make 2 YouTube videos a month, I was going to post extracts of those videos on my TikTok and Instagram, and then once views picked back up and I started gaining traction on YouTube, I would start a clothing company and a retreat business to run alongside my YouTube channel. Now, almost all of that has been put on hold. If I was to tell you what I'm doing right now, I'm getting my skydiving license, I'm working for the Skydiving Drop Zone, doing social media for them, and I'm starting a marketing agency with my best friends. So I'm still filming and planning these YouTube videos, but just not as often as I would like. But that's okay. As for the future, I couldn't tell you what it holds for me. But right now, it feels like I'm entering my gaining experience in the real world character arc. And honestly, I'm excited for it. It feels like for the last few years, I've just been thinking about how I want my life, and I haven't really been involved with my life. I've already tried all the online business stuff. I grew my socials, I dropped out of college, I started a business, I shut down the business when it ultimately failed, I started posting YouTube videos, and I gained a bunch of skills and learned a bunch of important things along the way. But now I'm sitting here saying, before I tell people how they should live their life, let me go out and experience life, stack that experience, and then talk about my experiences and what I learned along the way. Because I have a lot of beliefs about my life and how things should work, but those don't always translate into the real world. And it took me a long time to meet myself there honestly and say, hey, you don't have the experience to do this right now, but that's okay, because you can go out and get the experience and always come back. So this is me trying to not swim against the current anymore, but just let it take me. And as of right now, that's the marketing agency I'm starting with my friends and the job I have at the Skydive Drop Zone. And I honestly feel like this is the best way to go about things. Don't fight with life, just ride out these character arcs and see where they take you. See what they have to offer. Because I'm a firm believer that everything in your life is happening for one reason or another, even if it's just for you to learn from. And the more you fight those things, the less you learn from them. And this seems to be a recurring theme in my life. Maybe you can relate. But the more I try to control an outcome, instead of just seeing where it plays out, the more frustrated, stressed out, and angry I get, and the more I lose motivation for the thing I'm doing. And letting go of this control has been super, super challenging for me. I'm definitely a perfectionist and control freak when it comes to that kind of stuff. But it's something I know I need to do if I want to learn to go with the flow more. And as for you, the person watching this video, I know it sounds like all I'm doing is talking about myself. But I'm talking about myself so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I make. I hope you can learn something from me talking here and rambling, and take action in the opposite direction so you can avoid this unnecessary pain. Just ride out the character arc you're in, don't fight it, and flow more with your life. Enjoy the process instead of trying to control it. And be open to any outcome that life has planned out for you. That's just my 2 cents on things I wish I applied more often in my life. And remember, when I speak, or when anyone on the internet gives advice, they're often giving advice to themselves. So don't take it personally if some of the stuff I say doesn't apply to you. Just take what resonates and let the rest go. Something I've come to accept is that everyone is living a different life, so not everything that I do is going to work for other people. What works for you is up to you to figure out, and what works for me is up to me to figure out. And we are all fortunately unfortunate to be plagued with this great challenge of life and learning how to balance it. So yeah, that's about it from me. I'm not going to ramble any longer. Gist of the story is, everything in life is there to teach you in one way or another. So go with the flow more, feel what you need to feel, and ride out whatever character arc you're currently in, whether it's awesome or painful or confusing, because one day it'll be part of the story you tell your kids and grandkids about how you ended up where you end up. At least that's what I'm doing right now. That's the way I'm thinking about it, and that's the way it makes sense to me in this period of my life. Where it will take me, I have no idea. But isn't that what makes it exciting? Much love. Peace out.